jump onto Daniel, or Danny. Again, quite a contrast from quite a peaceful thing straight into a harp, which was... have you got my microphone there? Yeah. I mean, for me, I mean, I'm a writer, director, so when I write, I know, I visualise straight away what I write on page and put it on stage, so I know what I'm doing. But when you get a music video and you get the brief or synopsis, for me, I don't know, and some people might not know, how do you get from the process of what the words and lyrics are to what your vision will become?
Well, I've only made like three music videos. The last one I made was screened a couple of months back at the Kino 32, I think it was, and there was probably about 3-4 people in. I think Lee was there, and it was an experimental music video. It was an experimental short film night as well, and that was like a horror-based thing, and that was basically the idea. So I made 3. They're not briefs given to me. They're the briefs that I've made up. Basically, for this one, it was more of a case of just getting a band that wanted a music video and then going to meet them and just getting the song. And the song wasn't anywhere, nothing like what that final song was. It was very acoustic, and the melody was completely wrong, but the lyrics were the same. So basically, I took the actual story. The actual song is like not a love triangle, but it's more of a guy likes a girl, but a girl likes the guy, but the guy likes another girl, and then the girl messes him up.
It wouldn't show we got a menage a trois.
Yeah, okay, it wouldn't have gone that far, but she messes him up, and he goes back to the girl who's a friend, kind of thing. And when I went to her, I said, well, the way the lyrics are, the story's pretty, what's the word? It's been done before, like loads of times. So the lyrics are a little bit different, because it was originally called The Sting, because it was about a bee and honey and things like that. So I thought I'd take the interpretation of that cliched story and that what they've done with the song, and then try and do something different with the video by having two different like worlds, and then try and tell that cliched story but in a different way. So that's why it kicks off with a heart, which goes back to the horror music video that I did, and which they liked all the dark stuff, even though it's quite a happy song. It's kind of like a band that I like, The Cure, which are kind of like, they do a lot of melodies, but the actual songs are quite dark and they're quite, deep. So it's just trying to get the balance right with that one.
So just in case it kept with the original song and it was acoustic, would you done the same video, or would you made a bit more?
No, I did the brief and did a lot of visuals and a lot of like what they call a buzz trailer, where basically you get a lot of collage of what you think it's going to be like of other music videos, and then put the song over it. So the story and everything happened was the same. It's just the matter of when it came down to doing different visuals, as in like to meet the beat of the song. So because the song ended up being quite faster than it was, but the story and the brief and the shots and everything else was pretty spot on. I didn't really change anything from that, but even though the song changed, but the lyrics, basically because it's based on the lyrics are the same, so the story's the same, so the film's going to be the same. So that's basically why it came out like I wanted it, to be honest.
That's cool, because when I watched it, 2 things hit me. David Fincher from Fight Club, that's stylistic, and Edward Collins. Actually 3, James Bond maybe, when they're dancing, that kind of silhouette. Did any artists or directors influence you in the way you made it, or was it just from your own?
Well, the Fincher one's good because the bar stuff we spent ages darkening it and making it a lot low key than it actually was, and the black and white stuff was more. I threw the idea of doing a lot of David Lynch stuff, like the Eraserhead type of things, and then because the idea as well, going back to that, was I know the girl who's a belly dancer, so I thought I'll throw that in there, and if she doesn't like it, or the band don't like it, then I'll pull it out and go, oh no, we like that. So I was like, oh well, that's great. So if they didn't want it, she wouldn't be in it. So, but it was some of that was mainly just looking at the Lynch stuff. So it's got the heart thing. So it was a bit of a metaphor for the heart goes to different places at different times in the video, and the stuff with the lighting was more down to like 70s music videos. Like if you look at the live stuff where they have the weird optics in the camera, now you got the red, green, and blue. And
It's almost like a Felt Underground-esque,
yeah,
kind of like Factory Records.
Yes, that kind of thing. Or the Datsun's Heartbreak Generator, I think it was like that video where there's similar bits than that, but it's a lot of 70s influence and 70s kind of early music videos as well. So, but the Fincher thing was spot on, but there was a bit of David Lynch in there as well, which is what, like I said, the band, you know, were drawn to that. That's why, because the other music video that I did, that's what they liked. That's what they wanted. They didn't want anything that was polished.
Like the absurd and surreal and
it was
manic world of.
The other one was like the other video was kind of a serial killer, like a point of view of a serial killer as he's trying to find someone. It was just weird. But I had a narrative to it, which seems to be a recurring theme with the couple of music videos I've done. Is that I've done a North African singer music video, and his story was basically he was locked up for his singing and his music, and then he emigrated over to England and ended up making a music video with him, and he liked that one, and that was quite dark as well. And then did the horror one, but they all had narratives. They all had they ended up having a beginning, middle, and end, because I'm mainly a narrative short kind of person, and the music videos are just trying to more experimental, more camera work, and more editing type of learning as I go along. But yeah, they are more narrative based, these videos.
Cool. I'm going to throw one quick question, one last question to you, and then we're going to throw it to the audience for both Nada and Danny. Are you going to continue with just solo music videos, or do you plan to branch out into any other media forms of songs or short films or features or documentaries?
After I did that video, and I got some quite good feedback, and I think the band getting signed off for that single. And the band that I did the music video for previously, they're doing quite well on a lot of underground horror sites. There's like bloodydisgusting.com. We've done a lot of features with them and stuff like that. So I was going to do the video stuff and do more of that, but I've led down a little bit of a path to doing a short film in the summer, which I don't think I'll do, because I was going to do more of a develop a feature, which I've got, that trying to generate some funds for that, and then but then that's got put on the back burner because I'm working as an assistant director on a feature film that's getting shot in Sheffield by the end of September. So
right, I'm going to have to cut it there because the lights are flashing and I talk too much. Sorry about this.
I'm talking too much.
If anyone's got any questions with Danny and Nada after or in between the interval or after the show, just join them. We're going to have to jump straight into the second film. So thank you, Danny. Any questions with regards to the both? Nada's there and Danny's over there.
I'll be running around the back somewhere.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The next